Have you ever wanted a sauna in your home, but you just don't have the space or the money to make it happen? Well, I may have a solution for you. I'm talking about the infrared sauna blanket by Sauna. It's like having a sauna at home without the bulk or the cost. And let me tell you, I am hooked. It looks like a sleeping bag, but it's made of heat and water resistant materials with infrared heating elements embedded into it. An infrared sauna uses light to create heat. While a traditional sauna heats up the air around you, this is actually heating up your body directly. And we are talking like 170 degrees. Now, what does Sauna say about this sauna blanket? They say that number one, it relaxes. They say it helps to reduce stress as well as calm and improve sleep. Number two, they say that it's soothing, that it should help to alleviate muscle soreness as well as joint pain. Number three, it's detoxifying. They say that it cleanses the body through deep sweating. And then number four, of course, it's convenient. It's portable and small enough to fit into your closet. Now, I'm going to address each of these claims and share my thoughts and experiences after having used this quite a while. So what do you get in the box? You get a couple of things. You get the sauna blanket itself. You get the carrying bag, which can I just say is actually super duper handy. It comes with the controller and you also get sweatband and towels. Something I feel that I must emphasize. Sauna offers a separate insert for this sauna bag. It's like a terry cotton towel that you slide into it. It's also a sleeping bag kind of format. Basically, it soaks up the sweat. And trust me, you want it because you sweat. I mean, you really, really sweat. I'm going to give you some technical details now so you can consider whether or not this is right for you. Now, I'm very pleased to say it is suitable for pretty much everybody, even large body types. So we're talking to people that weigh up to, I think it's 310 pounds or about 140 kgs at heights up to 6'6". Now, sure, I'm only a little thing. I'm only 5'1", so there was plenty of space. I wasn't getting anywhere near the end. I swear I could have a party in this thing. So it comes in at about 17 pounds or 8 kgs. It's available in both voltages, the 220 to 240, which I use here in Europe, or the 110 in the US, just depending on where you live. It has a timer setting that goes up to 1 hour. I personally use it for 30-minute sessions. That's kind of the sweet spot for me. The infrared wavelength is from 8 to 14 microns, and the internal blanket surface temperature, yes, it took me 3 times to say that, ranges from anywhere from 85 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 30 to 65 degrees Celsius. The beauty is you can choose the temperature you want. This thing is really super easy to use. I mean, all you do is roll out the blanket, and it's not that heavy, and then you insert the towel inside that, right? You plug in your controller. So then you choose the time frame that you want and you choose the temperature. That is it. You get in and you turn it on. And you know what? You can do whatever you want. You can listen to music. You can listen to a podcast. You can listen to a YouTube video, or you can just enjoy the silence. Now, what do I think about this thing? Oh, I absolutely love it. So to hit back on their claims, this is why I like it. Number one, it is relaxing. Now that might sound really obvious or even a little silly, but sometimes I forget to unwind. Sometimes I just need to unwind. And this gives me the time and the space to stop, to do nothing. And I never do nothing. Gary, do I ever do nothing?
No.
No. I don't know. Do you? Do you turn off? I sort of seem to always be doing something or 2 things at once. I'm not great at sitting still because there always seems to be a million things to do. Right?
Right.
Right. Except when I do this. I mean, literally, your hands are at your side. I mean, I just close my eyes and I turn off. And then you combine that with heat and it's just a whole different level. It's kind of how I feel about a hot tub, which I do not have. It's like a warm embrace. And I can fall asleep in this thing. And I do. I mean, it's just pure relaxation. I mean, I know it sounds dumb, but it's true. And that leads me to reason number 2. I do sleep better. Right? So I tend to use this at night, sort of at the end of my day when all my stuff is done, not too long before I go to bed. And it just kind of gets me into that zone. and it produces better sleep. You guys, sleep is so important to me, particularly as I age. Disrupted sleep is the enemy, so anything that can help me get my Z's is worth my time, my effort, and my money. Now, some people drink tea or have a warm bath or spray magnesium on the pillow to prepare for sleep. I sauna now. And number 3 is, as they say, muscle recovery. Now, I know they say that it helps, but I think until you've tried it, you don't really realize the impact. Now, I do some form of exercise pretty much every day, and some days are tougher than others. For example, an intense sort of lower body workout can cause a bit of soreness in my quads. It's not unusual for me to go to bed with some sort of achiness happening somewhere, self-induced. But the sauna actually alleviates it. So I'm not talking about like an intense pain, like a pulled muscle kind of a thing, but just a general soreness. And it does happen quite frequently. But I find this helps with the recovery and I just feel better faster. So before we move on, if you're enjoying this video, I would love if you would hit that like button so that this video reaches more people, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Now we're on to number 4, which they did point out themselves, and that is the detox. You are seriously sweating stuff out here, guys. I sweat more using this than I do during a workout. It's actually quite remarkable. Sweating is highly cleansing for our pores and our glands because it sort of flushes out the toxins and the impurities that we may have in our body. And again, this is why that insert is so important. It's kind of twofold, really. One, it would be a slippery mess if I didn't have that towel. I mean, I would literally be swimming in my own sweat like a swimming pool. Gross. And number 2, the inside of this actually gets freaking hot, like to the touch. I mean, this is generating serious heat. Now, of course, you can just turn the temperature down, but I personally really like that high heat. So that towel is kind of working as a little bit of a buffer there. So it's keeping all the sweat in and it's keeping me from actually getting too hot to touch. I do think I'm going to have to get another blanket because you do have to wash it immediately. And the blanket itself is quite heavy. So the dry time, it takes a bit longer. So I definitely need to get 2 of these, maybe 2 more. Watch this space. And number 5. And I really didn't see this one coming. This was not a part of their claims. My skin. The high temperatures from the sauna can actually work wonders on your skin. The increased circulation means that there's more nutrients that are able to be delivered to the skin, and there's more blood flow, and you'll see your skin glow with like a rosier, healthier complexion. I mean, what a bonus that I did not even see coming. And lastly, this thing is freaking convenient. Like, it fits so well into my home and into my lifestyle. You know, I love the idea of these traditional saunas. You know, these places you can visit where they have all these different plunge pools and saunas, and I'm never going to one. It's just not going to happen. Now, I might occasionally hit a sauna if there's one in the gym, or maybe I'm on a spa weekend, but that doesn't happen very often. I mean, maybe once or twice a year if I'm lucky. And then I've also seen these bigger kind of saunas that are designed specifically for home use. My friend Claudia over at Claudia Glows has one. I just don't have the space or the inclination, frankly, to muck around with something that big. This thing just lives under my bed, and it's small enough to take out and just put it away without any fanfare. It takes absolutely 0 time to set it up and get started, and no time to put it away. Now, I do feel I need to apologize to the lovely people at Sauna because they actually sent this to me ages ago. And I'm just kicking myself that it took me so long because I've lost precious months where I could have been using this every day. I had no idea I needed this in my life. If I didn't have it, I would buy it. Although Gary's eyebrows just got really big. But I think that Gary is going to love it. So I'm going to get him in it and he will see the benefits. Why do you laugh? You'll love it. I swear. Okay, don't shoot me for mentioning this, but I've just realized that we only have about 10.5 weeks until Christmas, which has me a little nervous, but anyway. And I think, my friends, this would make a fantastic Christmas gift. It is an investment piece, but I think it's absolutely worth it. This retails, I believe, for $3.99, and I have a special code, which is SOM15, that gets you 15% off. In fact, this is definitely going to be on my 2024 gift guide, which will be coming up in November. That is it for today's video, guys. Have you seen anything like this before? Have you used anything like this yourself? Are you a sauna person at all? I would love to hear your thoughts, so please leave them for me down below. I have to be honest, this was not on my radar. And it's one of the reasons that I love having this channel is that it exposes me to things I would never have found. I do know that I'm a sauna person now. Well, a koana person. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you've made it this far, and thank you, please leave a thumbs up emoji so that I'll know you're here. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye. And this happens quite frequent. I can't say that. And it happened quite...
All right there, Mary.
I am not all right there. Tongue twister, tongue twister. And it does happen quite frequently, but I... I got it wrong again. Do I need to do that again now?
You do now.
Okay. This guy lives under my bed, and it's small enough to just take it in and take it in and out. Ah! Okay, this lives under my bed. I mean, it's small, and this just lives under the bed. It's small enough to take it in and... Why is those... What? Pull out and take it... I don't know. What's the words? Take out and put in? Pull it out, stick it in?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mary.
When you take something out and you put it back.
Put it away.